Welcome everyone today to our community call. We have with us today Michele Burgess and Sheri Jones. They are from the Henderson-Vance Chamber of Commerce and the Vance-Granville Community College Small Business Center. So I'll allow you guys to introduce yourselves. We'll start with Michele. Just tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay, I'm Michele Burgess. I'm the president of the Henderson-Vance County Chamber of Commerce here in Henderson, and we serve Henderson and Vance County and surrounding areas. We have about 335 chamber member businesses that belong, and that includes small business, industry, manufacturing, individuals, professionals, and just a wide assortment of people here in our area who are involved in commerce.
All right, Sheri, if you'll introduce yourselves to us.
All right. Well, my name is Sheri Jones, and I'm the director of the Vance-Granville Community College Small Business Center. And we serve 4 counties. We serve Franklin, Granville, Vance, and Warren. We have campuses in all of those locations. But the Small Business Center works a little differently, so I'm not confined to a campus. I can go anywhere in those communities and do what we do. So I appreciate you having us on today to share a little bit about what we do and what we can do to help small business.
Well, the purpose of our community call is we like to share resources, share opportunities in our area, which is in the Franklin, Vance, Warren, Granville area where we operate primarily, to let small businesses know what the opportunities for training and education and networking and just other business partnerships they can enter into. So we'd like to share those resources with everybody. If we could, let's start with Michele and maybe talk about what the Chamber provides as benefits to its member businesses and what it does within the business community.
Well, our Chamber really is the voice of business for Henderson and Vance County, and we have programs that are centered around training and building a business, opening a business, and just trying to help them grow their business more than anything. We started off 2020 with a great annual membership meeting and banquet that was sold out an event. We followed that up in February with a regional economic development summit that was the highlight of something the Chamber has been wanting to do for a long time, and it finally came to fruition. We brought in Doug Griffiths, the author of the great book, 13 Ways to Kill Your Community. So I'll put in a plug for that. If you haven't read it, you need to. And then we kicked off our Leadership Vance program the end of February. That's a signature event that we have that promotes leadership training for business community leaders here in Vance County. So the year started off terrific, and then of course COVID-19 hit us, and we've still been promoting our businesses. We're still getting new members every day, and one thing that we have done, we've sort of switched gears and have really just put out resources, trying to help our members go through all the information that piles up in their email boxes every day that they don't have a chance to look at. We kind of go through that, and then we're sending out daily or 2 or 3 times a week email blasts that give them the updates on what's happening with loans and where webinars are being scheduled and that type of thing. So we are we're available for businesses and to assist them.
How many participants in your Leadership Vance program do you have? How many do you have?
We have one of the biggest programs we've had in a while. We have 23 this year. And we got through 4 of the sessions, and we have some more that are planning to finish up this year. We'll just had to postpone it for a while.
Now, what types of activities does Leadership Vance have? What do you do as part of that?
Sandra Wilkerson is the staff person here at our chamber that heads that up, and she does a great job of really just making it exciting and interesting and educational more than anything. There are 11 or 12 sessions that deal with team building. There's a city government day, a county government day, education day, natural resources, agriculture day. Ends with a graduation ceremony, but it is just a signature event for us. We've done it for like 30 years. So, you know, it's successful. And those people that go through that program and graduate from it, they are the ones now that are in leadership positions in our community. They're on our city council, they're a member of our county commissioners, they've been on school boards, they are active in their church, on their deacon board, they are involved on PTAs, any kind of leadership role, they are well versed for it when they graduate from that program.
Yeah, I did the program for the Leadership Franklin a few years ago, and it's surprising when you go through that how many things you see in your own county that you didn't really know existed or know much about. So I really enjoyed it.
And you ride by those businesses and industries and you see the building, but once you get inside and you realize, oh my gosh, this is what they do here,
Right.
it really makes you proud to be from your county.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sheri, tell us a little bit about the Small Business Center and what they offer to the business community.
Okay. Well, let me first say that Leadership Vance graduates also become Small Business Center directors. So the Small Business Center is actually funded through the North Carolina legislature, and we are supported through the community college system. And we're basically designed to be a focal point for training, education, counseling, and referrals for small businesses, new and existing. We provide a variety of services. One is one-on-one business counseling for new or existing businesses. You know, if somebody's thinking about starting a business, they can come talk to us about what that entails. You know, most people have a thing that they do, but they don't know how to go about making it into an official business. So we can help with those kinds of things, and others. I mean, we can help counsel on any topic that has to do with business. And the good part about it is they don't only get to counsel with us. We can bring in volunteer counselors who are accountants and lawyers and marketing specialists and those kinds of things. So basically, we just try to get businesses the help that they need.
Is that a paid service or is that a free service to those?
Free. Everything the Small Business Center does is free, with the exception of a few of the classes that we offer. If they are like long classes and require curriculum, books and things, then we have to charge a fee for those. But other than that, everything we offer is free. We refer, as Michele was talking about, to other agencies. We have a sister organization that's a part of the university system called the Small Business Technology Development Center. And they help with more technical type stuff like imports, exports. If you need special counseling and those types of things, then we can refer you over to one of those groups. We also have a network of partnerships with local agencies like the Chambers of Commerce, the Economic Development Commissions, the Downtown Development Commissions, and others as needed. We try to work with libraries to do programming in partnership with them. And we work with school systems too, whether it be on a volunteer basis to go in and do business counseling with their virtual enterprise classes, or you know, whatever we need to do, we like to take part in that as well. We have a resource center. We're required by our state mandate that we have a resource center for our small business clients to come in and use. Now we're kind of in the process of trying to get that updated a bit, where they can come in and use a computer. It has to be where they can use it confidentially. And then we have periodicals, we have books that they can check out and utilize as well. But the biggest thing we're probably known for is the small business classes and seminars that we offer. These again are free. They're designed to provide updated information, the most recent information we can get to the business community. And we've had to do quite a bit of that with the situation that we find ourselves in currently, to just develop offerings around what is needed at the time. And I try to listen when I'm out in the community to what I'm hearing to Michele. If she says my businesses are saying they need this or that, then we try to cater and design programs with our instructors to meet those needs.
Right. We just looked on the Small Business Center Facebook page before we started, and I see there's a webinar series that's going on right now.
Yes, in fact, this is the third one is just starting. The first one we did kind of addressed some COVID-19 related courses. That was a 7-part series, and then we did a Doing Business Remotely 8-part series, tools for the new normal, where we address things like Zoom that we're using now that a lot of people were not familiar with and found themselves having to know how to use or to figure out. So that included Google Suite and scheduling tools and all kinds of things that businesses are just finding that they need to utilize. And the one going on now is a business resiliency in 2020 series. So that's more addressing kind of the continuing to work from home issues, as well as moving into the phase in and the post COVID-19 issues that business are going to face. So we try to be relevant and we try to be current, and we have great instructors who have worked really hard to keep their livelihoods up, because they're in session classes have been canceled. So they had to look to other avenues to bring those as well. So I've been really pleased with the way they've responded.
Right.
The majority of our members are small business, just because of the natural area that we're in, small rural North Carolina. And that information and the classes and training that Small Business Center offers, it's invaluable. We depend on it all the time. And we like to share each other's information and work in collaboration, not only with the Small Business Center, but with our Economic Development Commission members, our Director of Tourism, Downtown Development. We're all in this together, and thank goodness we're a team, because we need each other during this time to get the information out and to kind of just go through and see what does need to be sent out. So it really is a help.
I participated in some of the COVID-19 series that y'all had that went on. I did a few of those webinars, and there's some really good information.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But they were, and Michele is right. We all work very closely together, and I have 4 counties, but the Michelles in each of those counties and the EDC directors, they are, I've tried to, SBA communicates with the Small Business Center Network, and I've tried to push out as much information. They probably get tired of hearing from me, but I've tried to, combine it where I could, but to push information out as quickly as possible, because they are our conduit to the business community that aren't current clients working with us directly. So I do appreciate what they do to help get the word out about what we're trying to do to serve that community.
And our members who have been, this hit them hard, and, they're trying to run a business, and they're trying to, get all the loan information downloaded, and what do I need to do next, and where is it coming from, and how do I pay it back? I mean, all those questions, they need it, and they're dependent on us to get the information out. So we've had good response back from our membership saying, thank you for being there for us, and what else can you find out there, and share it with me. We've been a little frustrated because we felt like that the money got gone really quick, and we're hoping this next round, some of the real small businesses here with those employees that are 25 and less, or the self-employed, or those types, maybe can get in on it this time as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned about working together and forming a partnership to get information out there and support the area businesses. Are you seeing any examples of some of the local businesses coming together to try to support one another through a referral? Or I think I saw a gift card program that's out there now a while back. Is any examples you're seeing of where businesses are coming together now that they typically have not been, but they're trying to share resources or share information or to share services with each other?
One thing we found out that, businesses that are just talking to each other realize that once they got that relationship built, through chamber networking events, they can call on each other. We had a good example during the COVID early on, where our Boyd Chevrolet car dealership, joined forces with our Sadie's coffee shop, and Boyd provided the materials and resources for some plastic shields for the medical departments here in town, and the Sadie's people put them together, and got them together. So that was a real good, I thought, partnership between those two. We've also had a really strong partnership between our Lowe's Home Improvement, gave some supplies, and then our First Baptist Church joined forces with them and with volunteers in the community. And they're making plastic protective coverings for medical personnel to wear over their scrubs. And they're doing that in partnership with our McGregor Hall Performing Arts Center, where they're actually doing the manufacturing of these. And so that was you've got a business, a church, plus a performing arts center all collaborating together. And that's what it means to be in a community. You just do teamwork together and support each other.
Right.
That's
And
awesome.
those programs are also requiring volunteers, because I know quite a few people who've gone up to help in those efforts. And Vance-Granville did the same thing with, we have nursing courses. So we had some supplies of masks and gloves and hand sanitizer and things that they have donated. And community colleges across the state have done that to their local hospitals. So everybody working together is the way you get things done in this situation as well as any other. So.
Well, we always like to share some good news and some positives. I think both of you have been in your positions now for maybe a year or so. Michele, I think you've returned to the position that you were at years ago. But
I know this is my third time back. So
third time.
yes,
Okay, third time
I came back in July. So I have a passion for Henderson-Vance County if I'm doing that.
That's right. So what's been the positives that you've seen? What's been the enjoyment aspect of what you're doing, or what's some good news you can share that you've seen, up to maybe March, but prior to that, what's been the most positive aspects that you've seen in the Henderson-Vance area?
Well, I just think there's more of a sense of teamwork that is going on now between our city and our county and economic development and the chamber. We all just realize we've got to work together to make things happen. And I feel really good about that. Probably one of the positive things that I've seen coming back to the chamber is just the progressive thought patterns and the information that is shared through my board of directors. We have a really strong board of directors and strong leadership. And I have really just got a new appreciation for that, where they are like very open to new ideas and they want to try new things. They just know you can't do business the same way all the time, and let's shake it up a little bit. So that part has been great for me being back.
And Chuck, today is actually my 1-year anniversary. I started 1 year ago on May. So that's pretty neat. But we've had a lot of good things going on. And if I could back up a little bit for some positives as far as the COVID-19 situation and business loans and those kinds of things, I actually heard from 2 clients today who have one's received the PPP in a pretty big amount, and the other got up and happened to check her bank account, and she had the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance, just show up in her account, because they don't notify before doing that. They notify you of the loan, but not of the advance. So she was thrilled to death. And it's great for me to hear from clients that I have worked directly with have success in getting that and able to maintain their business through all of this, because it has severely hurt everybody involved. And just to speak to one other thing, the Small Business Administration, it has been a slow process. They've changed the application process 3 or 4 times. But in their defense, typically when a disaster hits, it hits a state or 2 at a time and a region or 2 at a time in that state. This has been countrywide, and they're a national organization, and they've actually processed in 14 days what they would normally process in 14 years. So they were not equipped to handle this. They had to kind of figure it out as they went. They still are. But with that in mind, I think they've done a good job, and we appreciate their efforts there. As far as the things that I've seen that are going for the Small Business Center, Vance-Granville, we have new leadership as a college. We have Dr. Damaris, who's moved into the president's role. And my area is under a new vice president. It's a newly created position, vice Vice President of Workforce and Community Engagement. His name is Jerry Edmonds, and he's originally from the area. But he has come in, and there's a new push for awareness of the Small Business Center and our customized training areas, and a push for visibility and being in the community. So I appreciate that. I'm a bit of a people person. I like to form relationships and to work that way. And I think this job probably works best in that format. So I appreciate what they're doing in the higher level arena to help us achieve those types of goals in the communities.
Well, that leads into my next question is, what are your goals? What's new on the horizon here in the next 12 months? You know, what's the Small Business Center hoping to accomplish, or anything new that's coming about? And likewise for the chamber, you know, what are we trying to do here in the next 12 months?
Well, we're looking obviously to continue to grow the online offerings that we have. I think people are finding that they are very convenient, and they may be taking advantage of it more. There is still something to be said for in-person training and in-person events, but I think this is going to become an area of growth for us as we move forward after this pandemic. It saves time, it saves money, and for the participants, you know, to travel and get there. So I think we'll see that be a growth area, what we try to do more of. We've also found that the Small Business Center network is one of the best I've ever seen. If I have a question come up that I've never had to address, I shoot an email out to my network, and within minutes, I'm getting a flood of emails back about, well, here's what we did, or here's a way you can handle that. And that's totally invaluable. I mean, you can't get that in many places. So I've been very appreciative of that, especially being a new director. Things like that, we're getting ideas from each other, and we're looking to work more regionally. So we're in the Wake Tech, Roxborough, Durham, all of those are within our region, and we're beginning to offer classes from a regional perspective. You still get to count your attendees for your small business center, but we can actually afford to offer more things by doing it that way, because we're splitting costs and those kinds of things. So I would say that's one of the biggest things that I see moving out of this for our network.
Yeah, we're just looking forward to opening business back up and getting people back in restaurants and back in the stores shopping and creating some good economic development commerce here. One thing we are excited about is our downtown development manager, Kathy Walters, she came on in late summer, and she's been working with her DDC board of directors and with the city of Henderson to complete the application to become a Main Street city. And so we are excited. That's fixing to get turned in, and we're going to be throwing some confetti around when that happens. That's something we've been looking for, and that's been a goal for the chamber and economic development and downtown and everybody for a real long time. We've got some new businesses that are opening. We're excited to hear about those that might be coming in our downtown or on our Dabney Drive area. So we've got ribbon cuttings that we want to get started back up again. And we did start a new gift card program. We've just kicked that off, thinking that if people want to shop online while they're at home and can't get out, we are signing up businesses through a program where they would be attached to our Chamber of Commerce website. They can just go to our website, Henderson-Vance.org, and click on the shop e-gift card tab at the top. And then those businesses that decide they want to participate in it, just any citizen can go on there and purchase an e-gift card, and you can send it. You can send some coffee from Sadie's Coffee Shop to your wife to say thanks for that good dinner last night, or you can thank your mom for Mother's Day. You can go on there and shop at the home decorator shop and buy an e-gift card for that. Just lots of reasons. We've got Teacher Appreciation Week coming up next week, so we think that's going to be a good time to go on there and thank those teachers for all that they do. And, you know, buy an e-gift card and it goes directly into your recipient's email box, and they print it out. And when they can get out and about, they're going to have some e-gift cards to go spend at local businesses. So we're excited about that. Just another way of promoting some commerce here in town.
Well, you've certainly shared some wonderful information with us. If a business is not a member of the chamber at this point, how do they contact you? How do they join the chamber? Where do they get more information at?
They can go to our website at hendersonvance.org. They can email me at Michele at hendersonvance.org, or they can just call the Henderson-Vance Chamber of Commerce, and we'll be happy to help them. We would love more new members. That's always a goal of ours, is to build up our membership base.
And how do they find out more about the Small Business Center?
So they can go to the Vance-Granville Community College website, which is vgcc.edu, click on class schedules, and scroll down to Small Business Center and click there. They can contact me directly at jones@vgcc.edu, because we are continuing to cancel with clients. We just do it virtually now. But I'm here and still working and ready to help. We've helped clients fill out applications during this process, whether it be for the loans or for unemployment, because those applications are pretty confusing, and people, sometimes two heads are better than one to just get it done. And that's what we're here for. We don't want business to feel alone. We're in this together. We're here to help. And if I can't help you, I'm going to find somebody who can. So I think that's our mission, is to be here and to help small business grow and thrive. So.
All right. Well, Gene and I certainly thank you guys for joining us today and sharing your resources, information with us. And y'all stay tuned for more community calls. Maybe we can have you on again sometime soon in the future and give us an update.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.